Hi everyone. So I am going to give you guys some information. I'm cooking and didn't realize I had stuff on my shirt. Well, at least you know that I'm natural. There's no fluff here. I don't look all made up and, you know, picture perfect and all that kind of stuff. I'm just who I am, just natural. So I want to tell you guys, I want to give you guys some information. Okay. All right. So when you get your residence, you determine what type of residence that you want to have. For instance, you can have veterans, elderly, teenagers, people that were incarcerated. So you can have whatever type of demographic that you decide to choose. Okay? So this is what this video is going to be about. What type of individuals do you want to choose? And I'm going to give you a little bit of story time of something that I've experienced that I didn't realize I would experience it. But I want to give you guys this information so that you can make an informed decision on what type of people that you would like to get at your facility. Again, my name is Brenda. I am a residential care provider, and I give you information based upon my experience, based upon things that I go through in my facility on a day-to-day basis. And this is definitely for educational purposes only. Okay, so what type of residents do you want to have at your facility? Like I said before, you can have veterans, you can have the ones that were incarcerated, you can have teenagers, you can have young adults, you can have children, you can have the elderly, you can have the disabled, you can have the mentally ill, you can have the ones that are developmentally disabled. So there's all sorts of demographics that you can choose in order to what you want to provide service and care to. And some of these you can mix them. Oh yeah, and I forgot the number one, hospice. Okay, so you can mix these individuals, mental health, developmentally disabled, elderly. So you can mix them. You don't have to specifically say that this is the type of person or people that I want to provide care to. You can also have people who are on dementia, Alzheimer's. So those are demographics that you can specialize in if you like. Okay. Now I want to give you a little bit of something that I've gone through, and I didn't realize that this is how this operated, and so it was new to me. Even though I worked in the emergency room at the hospital, and I've seen death, of course, of family and friends. You've seen it, but to actually watch somebody pass away slowly is different. Okay, so I had a resident, and he was on hospice. When you're on hospice, it's basically end of life. It's 6 months or less. Sometimes a person can last longer than 6 months. So I had a man that was on hospice, and guys, I'm cooking, so I gotta watch my food. So he was on hospice. And when your organs start to shut down, your body functions start to work. So, and even though I've had hospice before, the person did not actually pass away. He went to the hospital. Well, I had a resident that 2 days before he actually passed, his organs started to shut down. So he had a bowel movement. Okay. When I say a big one, I mean a big one, like a bucket full. Those buckets that you get from Dollar General, one of those little buckets, it was full of poop. So I'm gloved up, gowned up, masked up, and I had never wiped anyone like that before in my life. Even though I've been in business for over 20 years, I did not have to really clean up after anyone like that. So he had his organs started to shut down, and it still didn't dawn on me really. The biggest that I've ever had to clean up, I was wiping, it was steady coming. Okay, he was bedridden, so I'm steady cleaning. And I'm not gonna lie, I just cried. I said, "Geez, you know." Didn't really know that that's what came with it. Okay? 2 days later, he passed. So when you have somebody that's in hospice in your care, it's a possibility that that person is going to pass away at your facility. Are you prepared for that? Do you know what to do? Do you know what to expect? How do you feel about that? That it's a possibility. That because sometimes you may want to get them out before they pass, but if they're hospice and you decide to take that person, there's a possibility that they're going to pass at your facility. And are you ready for that? If they are, do not resuscitate. A DNR. You can't save them because that's their wishes. Make sure you have that on file. Make sure that you have that information on file. Make sure that it's clear understanding with the